Well, here we are, back again for another Song Machine song after one of the longest feeling months ever due to the current situation. I hope you're all well and staying safe. With that said, let's not waste any time and get right into my thoughts on the new Gorillaz song titled Aries, featuring Peter Hook and Georgia. Let's go over it. First off, the bites. The first one is simply 2D Murdoch and Russell discussing portals and stuff, and how Murdoch is definitely not upset by the fact that the other band members went on a trip without him in the previous episode. The second bite shows the band members discussing the production of the song itself, talking about the drums and Peter Hook, and we finally hear Noodle again after so long. And Murdoch is sweating through his eyes again, apparently. Charming. Those are the bites. Aries, the title, is of course most commonly associated with the astrological sign and of people who are usually determined, motivated and confident leaders who exert energy and passion and love to be bold and joyful, usually. Looking at the release date of this song, the timeline fits. We are in the beginning of April, meaning it's Aries season. At the moment, I can't really apply the title of the track to the rest of its contents for now, so at least there's that. Maybe it was just a nice title. The two credited collaborators, that being Peter Hook of Joy Division and New Order fame, and English musical artist Georgia, seem to have helped out quite a bit with the instrumentation. It seems Peter Hook most likely helped out with the amazing bass line, and Georgia helped out with the drums on the track, so yeah, awesome job there. The song itself has a forlorn feeling to it, and the drums that make themselves quickly apparent sound perfect over the track. The bass line here is sick, and the musical through line sounds really damn sweet. From beginning to end, Aries sounds euphoric and grand, and goes really well with the touching vocals and lyrics. The production is perfect in my opinion, and the different sounds all come together super well. After an extended instrumental introduction, 2D or Damon comes in smoothly over the song to first deliver calm, reflective lyrics, detailing his longing for attention and to not be left alone because when he is, he feels so isolated and lost. He hates being on his own, and this is cleverly described in metaphor as he describes himself as an uncomplicated model and someone or something that you can play a happy tune on who does not wish to be silent. It seems that whoever he is singing to is far away from him, though he is waiting to return to this person once his red light turns green because he is unable to play his happy tune on his own. Therefore, he wishes this person was by his side. I get the impression that 2D just wants things to be simple and straightforward, though life is usually a lot more complicated than that. I guess some could apply these lyrics to the situation we're all currently facing, though I personally doubt that that is the case. This song was obviously written and recorded long before any of you-know-what started to go down. I find it unlikely that they would have changed up the lyrics so recently. I believe these lyrics deal with a more general experience of longing and loneliness and being away from those important to you and how that might make you feel. The melodies and layers of the track build and build, instantly becoming catchy and memorable. Once the chorus finally hits 2 minutes into the song, man does it hit hard. With high energy and plenty of emotion, 2D powers through the chorus, sounding loud and clear as he pours his heart out about how it feels as though he is falling again, probably returning to a place of sorrow and loneliness as the refrain "high tide" is repeated numerous times. Afterwards, the song slows down as you are allowed to really take in the feelings on display during the chorus. It's much appreciated downtime after such a huge buildup of emotion and drive. 2D shows up one more time, repeating sections of his verse from earlier in the song as Aries comes to a close with a repeat of the chorus with even more energy and emotion and several different sounds coming together beautifully, before winding down one last time and finishing off on a strong high note. I think this is my favorite single off of the Song Machine so far. It truly is something special and from first impressions, resoundingly positive. It's just filled with so much energy and sentimentality, striking that powerful balance between happiness and grief. These songs just keep getting better and better, and this is some of Gorillaz' most accomplished and delightful material in years. I'm serious. I don't just say that because I'm a fan of the band, I just find very little negative to say here. It just comes together incredibly well and is infectious from first listen. It's my favorite Song Machine single so far and an absolute blast to listen to. Once the chorus goes into full swing, it's hard not to feel the emotion and become swept up by the song. Personally, I'm blown away, and I don't say that lightly. only from a few listens, this is one of my new favorites. It feels warm and inviting, but somber at the same time. It's wonderful. Now let's go over the video, which is a bit more on the simple side, which some might find disappointing. It is a lot more repetitive than the previous videos, but animation is expensive, so I do sort of understand it. Though some really interesting things do happen. The video depicts 2D as he goes on a motorcycle joyride together with Murdoch, which at first glance is surprising to say the least given their history. Noodle, however, is not having any of that and contacts someone, probably Russell, before giving chase so that she can get 2D to safety because she knows something is up. There's also this shot here which seems to show that the two are in front of a green screen? I don't know what that is meant to be implying. Are we meant to assume that this whole video is fabricated, which also seems to be the case with the final shot of 2D at the end where the background shuts down behind him? That would certainly reduce the sting of what happens later in the video if all of this is indeed fabricated. I'm not sure right now, but let's continue. As the two other band members attempt to catch up with 2D and Murdoch, the chase increases in speed up until it is revealed that the reason why 2D seems so happy and blissful is probably because Murdoch has injected drugs into him through a syringe, which is what the single artwork is implying as well. And the other members of the band are not happy, understandably so. I have seen some press releases describe it as truth serum, which could be something else, or could just be a figure of speech meaning drugs. This is just another incident in a long line of irredeemable things Murdoch has done to 2D. He just does not learn now, does he? You would have thought the previous episode would have taught him something, but I guess not. I could imagine the next episode deals with this development, but we will see. Right now, I'm not very happy with Murdoch. Finally, the video concludes with a sweet yet cloudy message of reassurance from 2D as he tells us all to stay safe during these trying times and to wash our hands. It's good stuff, and I'm glad the band is acknowledging the situation in such a way. Again though, I don't think the lyrics of the song itself are really about the current situation, and this little message at the end was most likely put together more recently compared to the rest of the video, as it would seem fitting to our current times. That's just my impression at least, and I could be wrong, and if so, I accept that. This is just a feeling I have at this point in time. We didn't get a preview of the next episode though, which is strange. I'm assuming the preview was foregone to make space for 2D's message, which is why we didn't get one, because I highly doubt that this is the final episode of Season 1. Again, it's too early to tell. And that's basically all I have to say about Aries for now. Fantastic first impressions all around, to say the least. The video itself might be a little bit underwhelming due to budgetary limitations, but it did manage to sneak in a few interesting developments, and I'm interested to see where the story and band goes from here. Justice for 2D! Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and comment your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe, check out my social medias if you want to, or my Patreon page if you so choose. Again, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, everyone. Goodbye.